Top 7 Cognitive Psychology Essay Topics. How do the research findings of cognitive psychology apply to real-world issues? Are you wondering how cognitive psychology applies to the real world? Research this question in your essay. Find studies exploring particular cognitive processes like attention, memory, or problem-solving. How can their findings be applied in various fields, such as education, healthcare, or technology design? Cognitive psychology of using a phone while driving. This topic encourages you to examine the cognitive processes involved in multitasking. How do your findings apply to texting while driving? In particular, you should explain how divided attention affects driving performance and safety. You can also discuss interventions informed by cognitive psychology that aim to mitigate the dangers of using a phone while driving. Noam Chomsky's contribution to cognitive psychology. Noam Chomsky is famous for his revolutionary theory of language acquisition. He suggested that children are born with an innate understanding of grammar, which differed from a common belief that language acquisition was affected only by environmental factors. You can explore his theory of universal grammar in detail and review its significance to cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology, memory, and interferences. You can write an essay exploring the cognitive processes involved in memory encoding, storage, and retrieval, focusing on how interference can impact them. To support your discussion, analyze studies or experiments that demonstrate the effects of interference on memory performance. What do these findings reveal about the nature of human memory? Applied cognitive psychology in the classroom. In this essay, you can discuss how principles of cognitive psychology can be applied to enhance teaching and learning in educational settings. Be sure to support your discussion with scientific findings. You can also review potential challenges in applying cognitive psychology principles to education. How can they be addressed? Cognitive psychology, Phineas Gage's brain injury. Phineas Gage was an American who survived a terrible accident resulting in a severe traumatic brain injury. His case provided valuable insights to scientists regarding the functions of the frontal lobes and how their damage can change one's personality. You can explore this case in detail, highlighting its influence on the study of brain injuries, neuroplasticity, and the localization of cognitive functions. Cognitive psychology and learning. In this paper, you can examine the role of cognitive processes, such as attention, memory, and problem-solving, in learning. In what ways do these cognitive functions influence how information is acquired and retained? You can also discuss the issue of individual differences in cognitive functioning. How do they affect learning? What can teachers do to adapt their strategies to accommodate diverse learners?